we live every day as being able to understand one another. When they say take the time to smell the roses, well, most of the time the roses and the flowers are the people that encounters inside the intercept in your life. People would never understand that. So now we're sitting in the dark. Why? Because a lot of things they said, what they say? You know what I'm talking about. What they say? Thing that goes on in the dark will come to the light, right? So eventually you will understand what I'm talking about. Don't ever let anyone take you by your hand and lead you into a way that you never know where you're going, but you sometimes what? Most of the time, what? How to be prepared to where you're going. If sometimes they put you in the bell of a hay, just use that example. They put you in the bell of a hay. You gotta cut your way up out of that. That's grass, right? But you never know people because why they change so much. When you jump out of anything, understanding anything, remembering anything, crawling and walking through anything, you have to be equipped. So you'll bounce out of here and you'll bounce out of there, but you never realized that you was always in heaven one. Because through your biology system, you are well recognized, you are well understood, you are well explained, and you are visible. But to the people that you show yourself to, you sometimes seems that they cannot see you or understand what are you talking about. It gets deep sometimes because mine in all the rap music and all the music, the mind is a terrible thing to waste. If you waste your mind, let's just say this. If you waste your mind and everybody else's mind is going, they will take the concept of what you are thinking inside of your mind and build the empire because you are not equipped. So therefore, you need to be equipped. Sometimes, look, when I say things, people don't understand what I say because they are not on the same frequency. When I move, people are not on the same field. When I crawl, people are not in the same baby steps that I took to get to where I'm at because they do not make them like me anymore. If I know that, then that makes me, what they say, that makes me a target? No, it don't really make me no target. It makes me on the same mindset that safety, OSHA, USDA, them type of people to try to install the common sense inside of you. If you are lost, it's biblical too, like a sheep, right? If you are lost, what the shepherd job is, hold his flock to go get that one. If I can save one, then it's life for one another. So not just saying that I lose mine because people think that I'm some type of wizard and I use my thoughts to help the next man, to make the next man a wizard, and he make the next man a wizard. It's going to happen. And that's something that you can't control. And I look at the Bible, I read the Bible, I understand all that. Man, I can go. You know what I'm talking about. You got the Bible sitting there, and people are using the Bible by what they read and imply it inside of their life. It's already said. It's already there. It's already done. But people trying to redo it and trying to make it redone. Live your life. Don't live Paul life. Don't live Peter life. Sometimes you got to walk in your shoes. It's meant that. Y'all two different people. We're all different. Our DNA is different. But it got some DNA into some of the ancestors that is equipped in your life, but that don't make you them. You got to understand where I'm coming and understand where I'm going. And a lot of stuff on my page, people will never understand. That's why I say people are not ready. But when I say stuff, I go into it so deep that biology and science is so close on the borderline that keeps your mind. Now you got to think about it. You still got a mind. They say what? We were made from dirt. When they told me we were made from dirt, do you know what I'm saying? We were made from dirt. We were made from so little that made us so much. When we walk on dirt, we walk on dirt. You know what they did? They established shoes. You know what? Sometimes you have to take your shoes off. All that other stuff. Man, there's so much stuff that I can give you. I'm going to tell you another thing. I'm going to keep on talking until I can't even post no more. They got vehicles to get you where? From point A to point B. Once you get from point A to point B, where are you going from there? Some things you cannot rush. Some things it's not meant to be rushed. A lot of things is not meant to be rushed. But you got to stand on your own 10 toes. Whether it's in shoes, whether it's in sandals, or whether it's barefoot. You live your life the way that your life needs to be lived. Don't go out there trying to what's the word? To coordinate the Bible. The Bible's there. It's already there. Get your mind together. Love thy neighbor. You know what they mean when they say love thy neighbor? You go over there, say for instance, you got one neighbor. Or just say if you got two. If you was the roughest neighbor in the middle, you got a neighbor on the east and a neighbor on the west, or a neighbor on the north and a neighbor on the south, if you disrespect your neighbor, they coming. You cause your own self-destruction. But you need to understand destruction. Because if you destruction something or destructing something, you are tearing down. And if you go way back into some of my posts where I told you two people in the same household that is not on the same common cause is set up for destruction. So sometimes you got to understand, you don't want to bring destruction in your home. You want to have a good neighbor or neighbors. You don't know what your neighbor is. If you don't go sit up there and build good hope and good love towards your neighbor, then if your house catch on fire, you think your neighbor coming over there to put it out? No. You just cause destruction towards your neighbor. You don't do that. You cause love. And when you got love from that to your neighbor will help you. Neighbor is almost a sort of like a friend. We got to try to twist some stuff. Okay, we can go this. Let's see, everything. I mean, I can use everything. Let's see, bicycle. Let's use a bicycle. Or wheelbarrow. All right, we'll use a bicycle. Bicycle. You got a left foot and a right foot, right? You got a right arm and a left arm, right? So you are riding this bike. You paddle first hard with your right foot. You paddle first, second, hard with your left foot. You controlling this with your left and right arm. In life, think about it. You got to what? Control balance. Just like when you was a baby. You finding balance. If you do not find balance, what will happen? You will fall. And so therefore you understanding that you are falling, you are not trying to get ahead because you don't even want to get up. Once you get up, what happens? You're focused. Everything that I always said to myself, keep focused. Once you're focused, you don't want to fall again. You don't. What you want to do? You want to keep that straight and narrow. So you understand, just like your driveway. When you bag out your driveway in the morning and you put that car in drive and you driving forward, straight and narrow out of your driveway, you are going somewhere. You got a destination. Or now let's put it like this. You got a journey. Because basically your destination is to come back to B. If you left from A, you're trying to come back to B. So basically you need to understand and hold on and do what you need to do to get back to that. Because if not, you will be set up for what? Destruction. And people wonder why I talk the way I talk. People wondering why I understand the way I understand. People wonder why I walk the way I walk. A lot of stuff I don't say. A lot of stuff I withhold. I don't want to disencourage anyone. Because the green grass and the trees are more greener if you looking in your world. Don't keep up with the Joneses. Walk the way that you need to walk. You wonder where the crutch and the cancer come from? And that is from holding within someone else's information. It don't have shit to do with you. Man, I'm finna leave it like it is. Man, that's it. Hey, man, you got to be blessed. In order to be blessed, you got to pass the test. No matter what the test may be. One love, always, life. Keep one another in your presence. Keep God close and keep your enemies closer. Thank you.